Hello, my fire sign friends. Welcome to this Waxing Starcast, which is good for May 22nd through June 5th, 2020 here. And I have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Your messages are pulled here. Before we dive right into it, I'm just going to cover a few astrological highlights that I feel are important and the ones that I just felt like sharing with you guys. And I'm not going to go too deep into it. I really just kind of want to share it so you're aware. Saturn, Venus, Jupiter are retrograde, which I think I've brought up in my COVID-19 cover-up video and maybe another past reading that I released recently here. But there you have it. You know, remember, retrogrades are really just about slowing down, some delays, you know, that have to do with that planet's identity and what they rule. You know, it can sometimes bring in some things from the past, bring back some past relationships or issues, lessons, things that we have to reanalyze or just revisit in some way, okay? So that's basically the retrograde knowledge for those of you who don't know. Nothing to fear too much. It's just kind of a slowing down and sometimes an editing period. So then May 28th, we have Mercury moving into Cancer. And the reason why I wanted to share this specific one with you guys is because I feel like Mercury moving into Cancer is a special placement at this period in time when it comes to spiritual, extraterrestrial, energetic, you know, very ethereal knowledge that can be disclosed. I feel like as a collective on the world stage with Mercury moving into Cancer, we might very well see this. And, you know, with retrogrades also that are going on during this time, you know, with the Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter, that intensifies energies because that energy is closer to us for the most part, right? So with Mercury also being in Cancer at the 28th around this time, like I said, we might see a lot more spiritual communication, evolution, things that are spiritual in nature, that are very karmatic in nature, things that have to do with energy or what we might have interpreted as magic in the past. Like I said, also things that have to do with the cosmos, the moon even, and more psychic abilities, psychic awareness, all that stuff being more communicated and divulged. And I feel like we're going to see that on the world stage and just more disclosure, exposure, that kind of thing with those subjects. Then June 5th, we have the Sagittarius lunar eclipse. Okay, so we, you know, just so you guys are aware, again, I know some of you probably already are, but the nodes of the moon are shifting. They've been in Capricorn, Cancer the last almost 2 years now. They're officially going to be shifting to Sagittarius, Gemini, or Gemini, Sagittarius in November 2020 this year. But, you know, we're seeing this kickstart now with the Sagittarius lunar eclipse coming up. So, of course, that as, you know, our destiny, our collective destiny, and specifically with those signs, of course, those signs will feel more affected. So Sagittarius, those of you Sagittarians watching in this fire sign Starcast, you know, this might feel stronger for you, so it will affect you more. But also collectively, our destiny, our direction, our course is always affected with the nodes of the moon and that shift. I can testify from a personal point of view how this impacts your purpose, destiny, and direction, life path direction overall, and how you show up. you know, on that sort of world stage. Because I have experienced in the last 4 years now, my sun and moon have been affected. Sun, rising, and moon have been affected by the nodes of the moon in the last 4 years. So I've been going through this, seen it in a solar way, and I've seen it in the lunar way. So I have things to share. I might do a separate video on it just to share from my personal experience, and also just the knowledge that I know and that I have gathered as well. So it's a powerful time, and there you have it. I just want y'all to be aware. Let's go ahead and dive in to the messages here. So starting with Aries. Let's go ahead and pull your oracle message first, actually. Valiant courage. Take action with passion, Aries. Now's the time, I feel like, to really stand up for yourself in some ways. Be bold and courageous. And take the extra step. Make the extra effort. And do so courageously. There's no easy way to do it. You just do, Aries. And that's why we hold ourselves back sometimes from taking courageous action. Because we want sort of an easy way in or an easy way out, an easy way to declare ourselves. But there is no easy way, usually. It just is a matter of putting yourself out there and just going for it. But you have the courage. And you are going to be put in a position, many of you Aries, to act now. And to express your passion. Okay, so we have the situation here at hand and the influence. Okay. Ace of Pentacles and then Justice. All right. So Aries. Ace of Pentacles, I feel like during this waxing phase period, essentially what we have going on here is new work opportunity, new projects arising, and really the material manifestation of that. You know, tangible results showing up, but a new tangible approach, you know, whether this is a job, career offer, or it's moving into a new field and creating from a new perspective, you know, starting a different sort of line in craft, you know, crafts that you're making, things you're constructing, websites you might be launching, you know, that kind of stuff. And for each of you, you'll know what this is intuitively referring to, but it's a good time during this waxing period, Aries, to launch those new projects, seek and accept new opportunities that have to do with your finances and your material resources and growing those right now, okay? I see balance in that area of your life with justice here. You know, the influence of justice, it's just beautiful. You also might have a Libra, specifically a Libra energy, someone with strong Libra energy who is coming in to help you manifest this, help you through this, support you in this process, might be giving you the actual opportunity, making the actual offer, or all of those things. So pay attention to that, Aries. There's definitely a beautiful presence that they have to offer, and that presence is, like I said, helping balance out this process and also harmonizing, helping you harmonize your energy, and especially harmonizing your energy when it comes to manifesting that new job, or launching that new website, starting that new line of products or artistic project, even all those things. So that's beautiful. That is the focus here. You are encouraged to pursue those things and see what this person has to give, the support that they have to give, because it looks to be very fulfilling and definitely helpful with the path that you're on right now, Aries. So, love it. Next up, Leo. Leo, starting with your oracle. Surrendering to the journey. Release control, Leo. Yeah. It's great to do the work, to put in the effort, to put in the action, kind of like Aries is right now. It's great to constantly be manifesting and creating. You are the sign of the creator, Leo. But you are being encouraged during this waxing phase period, Leo, to release, surrender, sit back. I know some of you are probably maybe a little tired of sitting back and having to just wait and surrender, but that is where a lot of your true power is right now. I mean, there are still things you can do in those periods of waiting, in those periods of calm, in those periods, of silence. There's still things you can do. Meditation, enhancing your own psychic abilities, whether it be practicing tarot, astrology, reading, being out and involved with nature, with the earth more, stargazing, and doing, just little projects around the home, and journaling even, little things like that, so there's still little things you can do and that kind of still keep you in this open state and surrendering sort of state. But in order for you to get the information and even the opportunity and see, have the clarity that you want, all of that still is dependent on you surrendering and sacrificing your energy, which really, I feel like that's not a bad thing, Leo. It's saying just be still and don't overdo, don't burn yourself out. Let others do, let others worry, let others take the action right now, because you need to receive in the spiritual downloads and psychic knowledge through the stillness, through the quiet, and resetting your active self. You're resetting that sort of active self is what this is. Now let's see. Your situation involved here and the influence. Okay, woo! Yeah, definitely, Leo, we have some healing going on. Nine of Swords. The things that are most troubling to you now, the things that are coming up that scare you, that are hanging over you, pestering you, poking at you, the fears that are plaguing your mind. Those things are coming up to the forefront here. And releasing the fear-based dialogue, the news and information that is trying to weigh you down, that's trying to suck, that joy from you, the energy vampires that might be in your presence. This is dealing with that. And this is, being nine of Swords, it's the last single digit. It's about the release. It's about the release of all those things. You're moving away from it. Six of Swords here. Rowing away, moving away. I do feel like an air sign. Air signs work best with us fire signs. So they're showing up here in the Swords. That could be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, who is helping you move away, see things a bit more rationally, a bit more clearly, and then just leaving things that you see, that you read, that you interpret, leaving those things just in thought form, not acting on that thought anymore. Like, it's good, yes, sometimes to do that, and we are sometimes called to act on our thoughts, on the information that is presented to us, on the fears that are coming through. Sometimes that's appropriate, yes. But during this waxing phase, take a break from it, step away from it, row away from it. Move into calmer waters, things that make you feel calm, activities that make you feel calm and make you feel in the moment, in the present, and that bring you to a different perception. You almost have permission here, Leo, basically to distract yourself or just simply move yourself, move your frame of thinking, move your frame of mind into just a different space, a different zone. And when you do that, the intuitive downloads from your spirit guides, from the elements themselves, will show up. Your direction will become much more clear. And I'm also getting the message of, you can make friends with the fears, the struggles, the conflicting information at hand, with those people who might be projecting that into your space. Make friends with it, make friends with them, or make peace with that, make peace with them, and then simply turn your back on it. And listen and see where the journey takes you, moment by moment, Leo. Beautiful, so there you have it. All right, Sagittarius. Your oracle message is narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully during this waxing phase. Okay, so first of all, keep your energy conserved. Keep your energy focused and conserved and reserved. Okay, reserve your energy even conversation, you know, even thoughts. Reserve that for now. And let's go ahead and just look at what your situation is and influence. Okay, so yeah, since we have some crystal interference here, I'll just show you the cards here. But we have the Seven of Wands showing up in the situation here. Okay, Sagittarius, so there might be some extra arguments, sort of, I guess, confrontations here. Arguments and confrontations are showing up during this period, and you may really have to just stand your ground. Not necessarily feed or engage with the drama, with the argument. Not necessarily engage with it and fuel it, because you don't want to do that. But you still may have to confront it. You still may have to dismiss it. I'm seeing the Seven of Wands as you're having to firmly dismiss it. So yes, you have permission to be firm during this time with others, especially when others' energy is too heightened, it's overly stimulated. You yourself might be feeling a little overly stimulated, and you just have to take a firm hand with yourself or a firm hand with the other people involved here and just say no. Be empowered to step away, tell them to step away. And that's really solidified here with the Tower, with your influencing energy here, Sagittarius. You know, this is telling people to back away sharply. You know, it's okay to be a little sharp during this time, is what I'm getting. You might see during this waxing phase some relationships or some opportunities, some ideas that you've had about your future. You might see some of those things come crumbling down in a way. You might see a revolution in that area. You know, you might see a sort of surprising, shocking turn of events, especially how those things progress, or how perhaps you were moving on those things, how you were going about them. You know, those sort of ideas and actions that were taking place are going to be dramatically shifting, is what the Tower is saying here. And it might be some of these people that you're dealing with that sort of push you into seeing that, into recognizing that, you know, pushing you even into a different environment. And if it's not a different environment, it is just a different frame of mind, okay? A lot of us are going through this. Like, even with all of you fire signs, Aries, Leo, you Sagittarius especially, I mean, I'm seeing it. You know, and with the pandemic drama that we have going on, more information is surfacing, and we are having to change what we thought we knew. You know, it's perfectly okay to adjust to new information. But whatever you're getting here, you're getting some big downloads, that is for sure. And just be careful that there's not an overreaction that goes on. So it's you know, if there's an overreaction, or you allow yourself or the other person to get too reactive, then it could be more destructive. So if you can set more of a boundary, then this will just come more of like a shock, you know, or a surprise, or it'll just manifest more in, the ethereal, spiritual thought sort of way, rather than in a physical way. So just know that, everything starts within the energy. The power you have always starts within, the energy, the dialogue, the thoughts, the projections. It always starts there before it physically evolves or manifests, okay? There is, the beautiful thing with this energy, Sagittarius, of course, is that there's a beautiful clearing at the end of this. There is some incredible knowledge being obtained, being obtained that you didn't have before. That's showing up. So that's awesome. Yeah, essentially that's what we got. All right. Thank you for joining me, my lovely Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you do want to do a personal reading, or you'd like to see these starcasts being done more consistently, or if you'd like me to do extended readings here, more in depth, let me know in the comments below. In regards to if you do want to do a personal in-depth reading, you can get in contact with me through my Etsy shop or through my email. That information is in the descriptions box. And also, I have a special, some special deals going with personal readings right now, and special price that I have going on that I have not had before. So hop on that opportunity while it is still there. I'm only giving away 5 of these special readings, discounted readings. So hop on that. All the information is in the descriptions box. But I will see you soon, and we'll talk to you in the comments. Bye for now.